Are you looking for insights on how to navigate the world of showcasing at music conferences? Well, if you are, then you don't want to miss this episode with Neill Dixon, the founder of Canadian Music Week, Canada's largest and most influential annual music conference. We discuss the growth of CMW, as well as the advantages and opportunities that showcasing offers you as an artist, and much, much more. Coming up. This episode of the MUBUTV Insider Video Series is brought to you by the Music Business Registry. The Music Business Registry is the leading music industry publisher of the most up-to-date contact information for major and independent record label A&R, music publishers, artist managers, music attorneys, music supervisors, and much, much more. The Music Business Registry is the trusted industry standard and source serving the music business community for over 30 years with the most accurate and up-to-date contact information available. Their titles include the A&R Registry, the Film and Television Music Guide, the Music Publisher Registry, and the Music Attorney Registry. All of their publications are available in PDF, CSV, or online subscription. Visit musicregistry.com and use coupon code MUBUTV10 at checkout. That's musicregistry.com, coupon code MUBUTV10. When you're ready to put your music to work, musicregistry.com.
Hi, we're live from Muse Expo here in Hollywood at the Roosevelt Hotel, and we managed to catch up with the founder and president and CEO of Canadian Music Week, Mr. Neill Dixon. Neill, thank you so much for joining us. I appreciate it.
Yeah, my pleasure to be here today.
You are now going into your 32nd year with the Canadian Music Week. Can you tell us about its history and how it started?
Yes, it's the longest running event in North America. It actually precedes South by Southwest, so it's also the largest event in Canada. So, but it didn't start out that way. It started out very small. It started out with a trade paper called The Record, and we put together the first radio and records, The Record, conference. I guess that would have been 1981. So it was a B2B conference. The labels did showcase bands to the radio guys inside the conference, but it really took off when we opened up shows to the public.
Okay. Talk about some of the growth elements of Canadian Music Week. It's quite a large conference. I mean, it involves a lot of different areas of the business, both from the artist side as well as from the radio side. Well,
the radio component is still an extension of those very first days. With that radio records component went on for quite a while. So the radio contingent still carries on. The music, as you know, went through in the last 5-10 years some major upheavals, and it put a lot of pressure on attendance and that sort of thing. No shortage of bands, but certainly there was an attrition in record labels and publishers and the like. So we started a interactive digital conference to sort of pick up the slack. Now the music business has come back in a way. So we now have 3 conferences in one. We have a digital conference, a broadcasting conference, and a music conference, all running simultaneously.
Very good.
Which is actually good because there's a lot of interaction between all those 3 sectors of the industry, and it just normally or naturally results in business to business.
Talk about what some of the benefits are for artists who are interested in showcasing at Canadian Music Week.
Well, the size of Canadian Music Week now, there's 1,000 bands playing over 5 nights in 85 venues.
Wow.
There's 3,000 delegates at the conference. There's another 800 media that come in from all over the world. So for a band to showcase, they're going to get to be in front of certainly the entire Canadian industry and some of the creme de la creme of international industry as well. So for an artist, depending on what their agenda is, because some are there to get a publishing deal, a record deal, a manager, build an audience, an international tour, a festival. So there's a lot of reasons to be there as an artist, and not everyone has the same sort of expectations, but in a way they usually come away satisfied.
Okay. Neill, can you talk about some of the changes that you've seen happen in the Canadian music industry over the last 5-6 years? There's been a lot of changes and growth and different aspects that have changed.
Well, yeah, I guess the sort of the last of the good old days was probably 2000, and then we saw a fair bit of loss in not only jobs but companies as well. Now that's replaced itself with a new style of company. Obviously, a lot of these companies are digital or some sort of combination of games, digital, broadcast, etc. So there's a lot of new startups that are come to the event now that didn't exist before. So the makeup of the delegates is quite diverse, and that growth continues. We see now there's a lot more growth certainly on the digital and interactive side than there is on the music. Although the music, there seems to be no shortage of musicians and bands that want to get into this business. So that's actually grown a lot as well. So our numbers are up. I mean, when you think about it, we started with one band.
Wow.
A one-day conference and one band played. So I mean, all I can say is it's morphed into quite a major event.
From 1 to 1,000.
Yeah, there you go.
Wow, that's exciting. Can you talk about what's next and what some of the new initiatives are that you have planned for the conference?
Well, we continue to tinker with it. I mean, people say if it's not broken, don't fix it. So a lot of the elements have sort of survived over the years, and we just try and keep up with the times and make sure that we're on the edge and not behind. And consequently, we see a lot of speakers and talk to a lot of people. We get a lot of input from industry committees on to keep this thing fresh. So,
are you excited about the times that we're in? Do you think that we're in for a better future than past?
Yeah, I do. I think that, like I said, the good old days may not look like the good old days pretty soon, because I think the future's looking rosy. I really do. I think government's got to get a little more involved to protect copyrights, but certainly the explosion in uses for music on the internet is huge. It's like everybody says, it's being used more widely and being enjoyed more widely. It's just not as monetized as it could be.
Wow. Some really valuable pieces of information and insights from Neill, Managing Director of one of the leading music conferences in North America, Canadian Music Week. So, insiders, question of the day. What were the most relevant things to you as an artist in our conversation with Neill? Was it the benefits that the Canadian Music Week provides for bands and artists? Or was it the changes in the Canadian music industry? Or maybe it was something else that connected with you. If you have any ideas or experiences that you'd like to share regarding this video, we'd love to hear from you and connect in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure to subscribe to MUBUTV for more information on how to educate, empower, and engage your music career. You can also check out a summary of this episode and everything we talked about in the YouTube description as well. And if you enjoyed this video, we'd really love it if you hit the like button and let us know what other kinds of videos and types of content you want to see on our channel. Hit us up in the comments below, and we'll see you in the next video.